Republicans in Congress are once again insisting on a return to austerity in exchange for lifting the country's debt ceiling. Austerity can only lead to economic stagnation and national shame, as it enables China to surpass the United States economically, technologically, and militarily. This video will show that there is no need to worry about the current size of U.S. government debt, whereas there are many very good reasons to fear the consequences of reduced government spending. I first became very concerned about U.S. government budget deficits and debt in 1993. Government debt had quadrupled during the 12 years of the Reagan-Bush presidencies to $4.4 trillion, and the ratio of government debt to GDP had doubled to 63%. Since then, government debt has expanded by a further 7 times to $31 trillion, and as a ratio of GDP, it's doubled again to 123%. So during the course of the last 30 years, as government debt surged without causing any apparent damage to the economy, I've grown to realize that it's much less of a problem than I had imagined in 1993. The ratio of Japanese government debt to GDP is 260%, more than twice that of the United States, 123%. Japan's government debt was 123% of GDP, where the U.S. is now, 24 years ago, in 1999. This suggests that the U.S. is nowhere near the upper bound on government debt. U.S. GDP is $25 trillion. So U.S. government debt could increase by another $25 trillion, and it would still be less than where Japan is today. And that assumes no U.S. GDP growth. Whereas, of course, if the government borrowed and spent $25 trillion over the next 10 years, the economy would grow by more than 10% every year, and the ratio of government debt to GDP would never hit 200%. Because the GDP would grow so rapidly. Rather than reducing its spending, the U.S. government should invest in the industries and technologies of the future on a very large scale.